welcome back to the channel, and thanks for joining us again. It's officially time to hook up the big baler. Yeah, as I said, my plans were foiled. We were gonna work on that chopper today, fix that transmission. The mechanic from the dealer got busy, can't come, so can't do that. I was also going to be spraying the final little bit of corn. Can't do that because it's really windy. So we're going to hook up the baler, service it, so tomorrow when the hay gets fit, we can just go. So we had to put the hammer strap on because the baler uses a different hitch. Alright, there's about 100 million connections to make here. We got our small 1000. And this thing weighs about 800 pounds. Good grief. Hook this up. Well, we're putting air in this tire, and I want to show you what to do here when we are out of string. So it's important to note, it pulls the string out of the middle, and then you tie the side piece into the center of the next one. So when this one runs out, it'll pull out of this one. When this one runs out, we'll tie it to the center of this one, and it's under this, so we know to tie it to the next one in front of it. So you do this. I gotta remember how this goes. That's not right. Oh yeah, it is, because you want it to go across. So that's how you do it. If you don't tie that right, you'll have a mistie and it doesn't work too good. So we'll have to check out the other side. Alright, well, we got the baler greased, filled the oiler up. I'm not going to fill that up right at the moment. Checked her out. I think it's going to work. The only thing I'd like to do yet to the baler before starting is address the teeth there. But Tyler is spinning the hay, and half our tractors are broke down, so we're going to have to unhook the tedder and hook it to the rake, and I can address that problem while Tyler is getting the rake going. But first, let's go check it out. Maybe we can actually, we were gonna bail tomorrow, but we might be able to bail today. This got really thick straw to it, and I can tell there's definitely a moisture to the insides of it. But I gotta say, I think it'll be fit. I think I can bail it right now. Sorry in advance for all the wind, but basically close these side chutes, close those doors, and once you close these sides up, the front end closes with this latch. It's kind of tricky. That's how she closes up. I'm waiting on Tyler to get back. I'm having issues with the tractor. The bale chute's folded up and I can't get this to stay put. It won't, it spits it out. So I think it's the end, in all honesty, but well, I gave it a brief bath. It's still dirty, but now I pull it to the gutter going down our driveway so that I can crawl under here and replace some things. So you can see we got some busted teeth on it. So it's a messy job because you get a lot of little parts, you know. But if you're wondering why it's so important, look at this whole row for an entire foot where there's like none. I missed that one. I gotta fix that one. And good grief. Back at it. Got it all together. Time to see what breaks. So one big thing here on the monitor, it's in manual mode. Hit the AM, put it auto. We'll put it down to 60. And what that is, we're gonna turn on our PTO.
Up over the hill or what? Because we got corn coming up. Yeah, I just realized I gotta turn around and go out the other way then.
So that's our PTO RPM.
Keep going.
This here is our moisture. We got a backup camera. This is all our info for the baler. Yeah, it says low because there's no moisture. Because yeah, and this, if you watch that gauge on the back there, is our preserver. So we get into it. If the moisture is, you know, 20% or so, then we're gonna have to turn on this. So capacity, there's a 1, 2, and 3. The way that essentially works, you give her full juice. Let's see what happens here. Capacity is how many times when it fills up, it trips a trigger and tells it to start stuffing it. And that is whether it's 1, 2, or 3 plunges per stuffing. So throw a flake up and plunge it to make a flake. So anyway, so you want to try and get it above the 1, but obviously you don't want too much. And load is how hard that plunger's hitting. That load, so by auto, should go to 60% because I haven't set it auto 60. Or you can do that manually. Oh, I gotta turn my volume down. So we can actually go a little faster because you want to get that up above the 1. So we're plunging 1 to 1. Moisture's 12.1, so we don't need to use this. That's our rate, that's on off. So we're just gonna basically watch that capacity, and you know, you gotta watch that real careful with the moisture. Now we're at 17, and you're gonna have that sort of on the edges, and I sometimes don't believe that thing. We gotta watch that load, simply because we're starting out. If you're not careful, you'll break a shear pin real quick. But you can hear it, it's plunging 1 to 1. Plunge, 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 plunge. Wow, there it was skipping, so that means we're not loading it heavy enough. So that's what we got. Load it, drop that down, and start bailing this piece. So now we're at 72%. That's a good sign that that load is decreasing. That means it's automatically loosening the tension on that chamber. As it's filling it, it's actually releasing that pressure. It'll stabilize when we fill it up. If you look on the camera, you can see that the bale's starting to come out, which is why it's running a higher density. The first bale's going to come out a little goofy. In fact, we just tied a knot, which is a good thing, and I'll get into that maybe later in the video. Well, given that it's plenty wet, it's reading 26%. We could put preserver on it, but we don't want to. We're not pushed yet for time. I can bail that pretty quick when it actually gets fit. So given that information, I think we're gonna just call it and let it sit overnight and maybe get some more wind and sun. That's gonna do it for this one. If you enjoyed watching this video and want to see more, be sure to like or whatever they do, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you can get notifications when we put a new video up. We're not very good at getting them up there in a timely manner, but I think we produce some very entertaining content, at least to me, someone who enjoys farming. Farming's my passion. So subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. Look forward to seeing you next time on Walnut POV.